What is up, everybody? Welcome to the CHL playoffs here. My name is Mr. Hollywood, and I'm here. I'm ready. You guys are ready. Everybody's fired up, ready to go here, man. You feel the excitement here. CHL Season 1, the inaugural. It all comes down to this, the playoffs here, baby. You know, we started with 12, and we're here, the 8 final teams here, knockout. Games 1 and 2 here tonight. 3 and 4 tomorrow, and then if it goes 5, 6, 7 will be on Friday night. So here we go. I'm grabbing the streams now. Well, let me take a look. Let me bring up the brackets here first. So basically, we got Washington against New York Islanders. Toronto goes up against the New York Rangers, and over on the West Coast, St. Louis Blues take on the Dallas Stars. And you got LA Kings against Minnesota Wild. I'm hoping to get all 4. We could get all playoff games, every period of every single game right here on the multi-stream. So let's see who we got. Looks like we got the Kings and Wild. That's about to set. So that's over there on the top right. Let me see who else is streaming here. I know I got messaged on here by a whole bunch of guys. That's the Islander stream. So we're good with those two. And who else we got here? I think I got a Blues stream. Where's the Blues? There we go. All right, so Blues stream. All right. So which one am I missing? Let me bring up the matchups on here. So we got the Islanders, Rangers, and Toronto. I think that's the only one, right? And we're good with everything. Looks like in the chat, Bardowski's live. Okay, so that's the. I think that's the last one. Unless the one on top. I don't know if the one on top. One on top is the Dallas Stars. Okay, I see. I got Islanders, and so basically, okay. So we got Washington Islanders. All right. Gotta take. I got Dallas and St. Louis. I only need one. All right, so let me take this one down, and let me get the Toronto stream on here. That one's actually about to kick off here. We'll put that on the. Let's put a. There we go. That's the Rangers Toronto on the way. We got penalties right off the back starting this one, man. You gotta love it. Here we go. Minnesota, LA on the top right. That one just kicked off as well. Looks like Washington, the Islanders are ready to go there. Just waiting on the Dallas and St. Louis. That'll be on the top left. Once again, I want to thank everybody here, man. Tuning in, man. Shout out to Bebop over there, man. What's up, brother? How you doing over there? Shout out to Funoff, man. Holding things down. I just want to also remind, man, staff signups are open, man, for next season because, word on the streets is, 12 teams came in on the inaugural season. I think at that point was, like 200 guys in the Discord. Now it's over 400 people in there, man. It's the playoffs. We've got excitement here. Signups are going to be posted shortly. But staff, anybody interested, wants to help out in staff, man, let the guy know. It's there. It's on the Discord. Especially if they're going to be bumping teams up, man. They need the support. They need the help out there to get things going, man. I'm fired up, man. It's the playoffs. It's CHL here, round number 1. I'm here all week, man. Games 1 through 7 if we go 7. A lot of penalties on that bottom right. Rangers, Toronto, 4-on-4. Both teams penalized. It looks like the Rangers will have a power play for about 20 seconds. So doing a good job killing off that early penalty. Now have the power play. When we got our first goal of the night, it's the Kings. And that's why they're the number 1 in that Western Conference. The best in the West, maybe. Right now, They're showing it here. 1-0 El Guapo on the goal. Early 1-0 lead here in the first 5 minutes of game number 1. You gotta love the Dallas stream over there on the top left. I mean, this guy's going all out. I don't even need an intro here for the show. He's got me covered, man. That's skin. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. So, Washington Islanders, bottom left. Another team that dominated here this season. The Washington Capitals. See how they do here in round 1 against a very interesting Islanders team, man. Up and down on there. They've had some impressive wins here. We'll see if they could play spoilers. Will we see any upsets? Well, Rangers get on the board. That's to Saint with the opener goal. So the Rangers on top here over Toronto in the early moments. First 4.5 minutes of that contest. 1-0 Rangers. Dallas and St. Louis underway on the top left. Here we go. And once again, I'm here all night. Games 1 and 2, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then 9:15 for game number 2. I'm actually here all night, man. 6 HL later on, man. Opening week as well. It's gonna be a tremendous night. Hope you guys love the new graphic. Well, I figure put my face on here, man. Right? You guys want to see? I had a whole bunch of stuff. I ran out of time, man. I was trying. I'm freaking last second thing, so I apologize for that. But we'll get things. So we're improving things here, man. That's what we try to do. We take the input or your guys' input here, what you guys want to see, what you guys like to have on here. We'll bring it to you, man, as we always do. So tight games right now, just to start this playoff action, and just as expected here. This is what we expect. Thank you. Thanks for the follow. Clutch 8x8x. Thanks for the support. Appreciate it. Hey. Absolutely, man. Although right now it's being covered because we got some drops here in the follows. Kilo shot. Thank you. Power play chance here for the Kings. Already up 1-0. If you're just tuning in, El Guapo getting the Kings on the board. Looking now to try to extend this lead as Toronto ties it up on that bottom right. 1-1. Midway point of the first period. You're watching the CHL Community Hockey League here. Inaugural season. Playoffs, baby. Underway. It's exciting, you know. I mean, don't get any better than this. I mean, it's excitement, it's hockey, it's the playoffs, best of 7, and it's only round number 1. But the Kings, it doesn't matter, regular season or postseason, these guys are lighting things up here. It does not matter. Make that 2-0 now. I believe that one was on the power play. That's AG. Guapo on the assist. He's got 2 points already for the Kings. Man, is this guy ready for the playoffs? Absolutely. Minnesota find themselves down 2 here, late in the first, about 5 minutes to go. And a power play. I mean, I talked about power play opportunities. Here comes Toronto now. That makes it back-to-back. And that's Piker, first-round pick there. Cooch on the assist. And just like that, Toronto responds back-to-back and now has taken the lead here. 2-1, under 8 to go. Hey, what's up, Doki? CHL, man. Community Hockey League. I know a lot of guys don't know, but a lot of guys do. Like I said, over 400 guys in that damn Discord. This is what it's all about. And what's great about this league, you know, we know a lot of you guys play in those 10 p.m. leagues. There's so many out there, you know. So instead of conflicting that, instead of, making you guys decide where to play, you don't have to here. CHL, you could do both because we start here 8:30 and 9:15 Eastern. So by 10 p.m., these games are done, man. You're ready. You can still play your league games. It won't conflict with anything. Mondays through Friday, and you could pick your days too, man. It's not every day. You know, they've got the rosters all about that, man. I mean, just check the Discord. It's in the chat there. They got rules and all that. And I know they're working on some stuff, you know, it was just season 1, so things will only be improving here as we go on. And speaking about improvements, Islanders on the board. How about that? Bong, man. Squid on the assist, and the Islanders. Those sneaky Islanders, man. Not quiet. 1-0 over Washington. With 4 minutes remaining in the first. Do we sense an upset here tonight, fellas? What do you think? Shout out to Ducky in the chat there, man. What's up, buddy? So what a story here so far. In just the first period, Kings up 2-0 over the Wild. On the bottom right, I'm just tuning in. Toronto has rallied back, now up a goal with 2:16 to go in the first. And the Islanders have the early 1-0 lead over Washington late in the first. And the Blues break the deadlock on the top left. And you gotta love it. Instant replay feature here for you guys as well. Shout out to my man Skin, who's been providing streams all season long. He does not disappoint, not in the playoffs. There was a shot, and there's the goal. So 1-0 St. Louis. Final minute of play here in the first over the Dallas Stars. Washington, another power play. Every time I've been checking that game on the bottom left, Washington's have power play opportunities. This got to be their third power play here. They haven't converted, though. So great job by the Islanders killing these penalties off as they still lead 1-0, 1:30 to go in the first. How's everybody doing, man? Wild Wednesday, man. It's a Wednesday night here. And so far, the games are living it up, man. I'm living it up here. CHL, thank everybody here tuning in as well. Like I said, it's the playoffs here of the CHL. 2 games here tonight, 2 tomorrow. And if we have to go 5, 6, and 7, we'll be on Friday night. So the round 1 will be completed this week. It'll be done. As Tanaka scoring there. And that's what the Wild needed, man. They needed something like this. And then you got Dead Angel on the assist. So the Wild get on the board to begin period number 2. Larson on the secondary assist. 2-1. 1-goal game. And Washington responds on the bottom left. With 4.7 seconds to go. What a clutch goal here. And that's beautiful. With the goal, getting the Washington Capitals on the board and tying this up 1-1 at the end of the first. Period 2 underway on the bottom right, Toronto and New York. Right now, the Maple Leafs still hold a 2-1 lead as we begin period number 2. So right now, I mean, looking at all 4 games, you know, it's not going to be easy here for any teams. I mean, you're watching it right now as it's happening, as it's going down. You know, it's not going to be easy. I mean, you got all 1-goal games. Islanders game is tied up here. And that's what you gotta love to see. You love the parity. You love the excitement here. That's what the playoffs should be all about. And that's what it's here. It's Community Hockey League, guys. From the community, for the community here. CHL. Once again, apps are open there for staff. You want to be part of the staff here. Want to help the movement. Want to help the growth here of what is already a tremendous league here for season 1. I mean, how many leagues do you see? Season number 1 have over 400 members on that Discord. How many leagues do you see start off with 12 teams to compete? I'll wait, man. Here we go, man. Forget that. Let's go. This is what we're talking about. CHL here, baby. Period 2 on the way. A lot of hockey still going. As the Wild now, back to back, and that's Dead Angel. How tremendous is this guy, man? Dead Angel, whether it's here in the CHL or whether it's in the other leagues, he's a force, always on the ice, and just like that, the Wild have tied it up 2-2 with that goal. Tanaka on the assist, and Borker on the secondary. 2-2, all tied up on the top right. Dallas ties it up as well. We got 3 games all tied up. The only team so far that's leading right now is Toronto. But it's going to be a nail-biter here, man. I mean, the way these games are going here. I mean, guys are prepared. They've come to play here, man. And I'm here to bring you guys the coverage because I know what it's all about, man. I know what the CHL is all about. 6v6 hockey here, baby. At its best. Here we go. Well, for the Rangers, things are not looking good here. Down a goal. And now they go in the box. So Toronto now on the power play. Remember, they converted before to take the lead. And this is their third power play opportunity. So the Rangers taking a couple penalties here in game one. We'll see if this one costs them again. And penalties on the Islanders. I mean, the Islanders game, and that's against Washington, though. So the Isles now looking to try to regain that lead. Remember, they led this one early. Here in the second, still tied 1-1, 1:39 to go in the second period. I want to thank everybody here tuning in on this broadcast here for the CHL. You guys know where it's at, man. I don't have to go on here, tell you guys how great the league is, how great the hockey is here. You guys can witness it right here with me on the play-by-play call. And now Minnesota is on the power play. You know, I got to talk about this Wild team, man. There was some talk in that Discord earlier today, you know, about the Wild, about guys being down in that Wild team. Not looking forward to the playoffs. But, man, this game started off like that. It looked like the earlier chat in the Discord. But now, Wild have a chance to take the lead here over the number one LA Kings. And how surprising would that be? And it's both the West and the East team right now are in a battle, man. Who's that? Is that Sweats? Cross on the assist, Squid on the secondary. And New York Islanders back on top over Washington. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing here, man? I know it's only game one. Can't get too excited, but, man, what a start. And that was a major penalty. I missed that. So the Isles get the power play goal, have a chance here to get another one. Try to extend this to a 2-goal lead. Midway point of the second period. And once again, I want to thank everybody, man. You guys are animals. I want to thank all the guys streaming here, man, all season long, including the playoffs, the community guy members as well, and all you guys here tuning in. Let's go. So that was Sweats. I was right, man. That could be a game changer, man, in that series. Well, I know it's one guy, man, but Sweats has done it before, man. I've seen him do it, man. Is tonight the night for the Isles? 5-on-3 for 1:40. I mean, if they're going to take this game away from Washington, they got to do it now, man. And we got a pair of goals here. It looks like Dallas scoring another goal here. And LA on the top right has regained the lead here with 6.7 seconds remaining. And that's El Guapo again with his second. He's got 2 of the 3 goals there for the Kings. Skin for Dallas has given the Dallas Stars the lead over the St. Louis Blues. And it's not what the Islanders want to do here. Giving up the short-handed goal here to Olaf. Beautiful on the assist. So instead of the Islanders extending their lead, they give a goal up shorthanded. And that was a great dump, man. They pulled off the Omaha on there. From beautiful Olaf finishes. And we're back even. 2-2. Kings of Minnesota will be heading into the third period. The Kings back on top. That was a late clutch goal. With 6 seconds to go. Can they hold the lead here against Minnesota? Big third period coming up. Looks like we're going to have a restart on that bottom left. There is a disconnect. That game is tied up 2-2. So I got to keep a note here. Remind myself. 2-2 on that bottom left. We're under 3 minutes in that Dallas game in that second period. 2-1 Dallas. And Toronto still up 2-1 over the Rangers. That score's been the same for a while there. Remember, Rangers got off to a good start. They got the first goal. It's been Toronto since, and it's been quiet since. That's how Toronto likes to keep it. You know, they love these grinding out games, man. Keep them low, keep them low scoring. And Minnesota gets another good start here, just as they did in period 2. Come off the gates here to start period 3. We've got a tie game, and that's Borker. He's got 2 assists, and he's got to go now. And he ties it up here 3-3, a minute and a half into the third period. Tanaka on the assist, then Angel on the secondary. All even. All tied. What do you guys think there, man? Does the Wild have what it takes here to take down the Kings in game number 1? They got a shot. It's even. Islanders are all tied up there on the bottom left as well. They still got a whole period to go against Washington. That's a 2-2 game. And how about this? Dallas Stars over the St. Louis Blues right now, 2-1, heading into the third period. Can the Dallas Stars hold off the Blues despite being outshot, despite the time and attack there? Favored for the Blues, 354 to 126. It's the Stars with the lead. The one that counts is the one on top, 2-1. And that's what matters there in that Toronto game as well. They're trying to hold off the Rangers here. 1-goal lead on the power play. They got 105 on the 5-on-4 advantage. And the Kings respond right back as they have done here all game so far. Just as the Wild tie it up for the second time, the Kings take the lead here for the third time in this game. And that's AG. Player name, I don't have the exact gamer tag on the guy. 4-3. Can the Kings hold a lead this time here against the Wild? And Toronto does capitalize. Big power play goal here in the third. And they've taken their biggest lead here of the game. 3-1 over New York. Dallas and the Blues underway for period number 3. Once again, I want to thank everybody here tuning in. Welcome to the new set. Welcome to the playoffs. My name is Mr. Hollywood. I'll be bringing you guys the coverage here all night long. 6v6 hockey here. We start the night off with CHL action. It's the playoffs. It's the inaugural season number 1. And we're tied again for the third time in this game, and that's Tanaka on the goal for the Wild. And I don't think that's AT-43. That's the other Tanaka. That's his second. Got 2 of the 4 goals there for Minnesota. And back even, 4-4. Duckies taking Toronto. Hey, listen, this Toronto Maple Leafs much better than the real Toronto Maple Leafs. I'll agree with that, Duck. I agree. Midway point here of the third period. But they got to hold off New York here right now. They've been. New York has been quiet since the start. And the Kings back on top. That's a hat trick now for AG. Man, I mean, I feel bad for this Wild. I mean, they're grinding it out there, man. I mean, they're battling back 3 times already in this game. They're going to have to do a 4th time here to try to tie this game up again. 5-4, midway point. Still a lot of time, though, remaining. And once again, you're watching CHL. It's the inaugural Season 1 playoffs here, round number 1. Duck, you know I got to take my jabs here, man. Nah, I have no issues with Toronto, man. I take that back, man. So we're still waiting on that restart in that Islanders game. Remember, it's 2-2. I don't know. I think it's the Washington that took the disconnect, it looks like. So there'll be a penalty here taken. And it's a big one, man, because it's going to be the third period. It's going to be a quick period here as well because of the restart. Will that make a difference? We'll see. You know, all these teams right now, look, I mean, they want to take that first early lead here of the series, man. Nobody wants to go down 1-0 here to start the playoffs. And that's why I think that's why we're getting these competitive games, man. These nail-biters here towards the end. A couple of one-goal games on the top side of your screen. Dallas still leads. They got 5 minutes here to try to defend the St. Louis Blues. Where's Noto, man? Is Noto out there on the ice? He's been quiet. As have the rest of the Blues. Big steal, breakaway chance here for Dallas. And a big save. Unable to convert. That would have been huge. So the Blues still in it here. Only a one-goal game. Minnesota on the power play on the top right. They need a goal here. They've tied it 3 times here. Still trail. 2:20 to go. 5 seconds remains on the man advantage. And the Rangers back in it here, man. We talked about the Toronto Maple Leafs here. How good they've been looking. But it's only a one-goal game. And New York is on the power play here for the remainder of the third period. If they don't take any more penalties here. So Toronto's going to have to defend this lead. And they won't. Because we got a power play goal here with 1:08 to go. Back-to-back. Meet curtains. Meet the New York Rangers. 3-3. We're all tied up. So Toronto, man. I mean, I said how good they were, man. They just given up a 2-goal lead here in the third period with 1:08 remaining. And you got to look at those penalties. How big was that penalty? That's Curran's second goal of the game. Final minute of play. Oh, big goal by Ronald on the top right for the Kings. That should do it there. That should close it off for the Kings. With 42 seconds to go. 2-goal lead here for LA. Over the Wild in game number 1. And we got a penalty on the bottom right. This time it's against the Rangers. So Toronto on the power play. 41.9 seconds to go. Can they close it out here in regulation? Speaking about closing things out, 25 seconds on that top left. And Blues took a penalty on top of that. So they're going to need to get a goal here short-handed if they're going to tie it up. Dump down the ice. Oh, picked up in the zone here. Loose puck right in front. 7 seconds to go. And a great clear by Dallas. Even though it ends up being an icing call. They won't. They beat out the icing. And they beat out the St. Louis Blues here in game number 1. So how about that? The Dallas Stars, the underdogs, the team that got into the playoffs, have the 1-0 lead over the St. Louis Blues. Here in game 1, we'll have game 2 coming up here shortly. But what a start, what a rally. They held them off. And we are going to go to overtime on the bottom right. After New York rallies back in the third to force overtime. Kings and Minnesota, that is the final, 7-4. It was a much closer battle than that. It was a 4-4 game at one point in that third period. But the Kings, the better team, comes out on top. Alright, so it looks like on the bottom left, I guess the second period wasn't officially done. So they're killing off time here to the point where the disconnect happened. There was possibly still a couple minutes still left in that second. So remember, this is going to be this is still the second period. It's a 2-2 game in that Islanders. And big one here in overtime on the bottom right. And you know what? I got to get this game on the big screen, man. I got to do it. And that penalty that was taken late in that third period does extend here to overtime. Minnesota, the New York Rangers. Round one. I mean, this is not even like the semis or the finals, you know. I mean, that's how shows you how competitive this league is. No round is easy. I mean, there's no, you know, sometimes you come in, oh, we got to buy here round one, or, oh, you know, we played the 8th place team. Not here, man. Top 4 in each conference made it to the postseason here. And we're getting some good hockey to start the playoffs here. CHL, as we have an icing call here in overtime. And remember, Toronto had a 2-goal lead in this one that they given up in that third period. With 1 minute left, the Rangers tied it up on a power play goal. And over here, the Islanders retake the lead over Washington. So after the restart, the Isles go right back on top. And remember, it's the second period. And that's Sweats again. He did have a goal before the disconnect. Squid on the assist. 3-2 Islanders. So anybody just tuning in on here, game 1 going to Dallas 2-1 over St. Louis. Kings over Minnesota 7-4 is the final there. So they have the 1-0 series lead. And right here on the bottom, we're waiting on a winner. Remember, on the bottom left, it is the second period. There was a restart, a disconnect on that one. And it is 3-2 for the Islanders. Here in the bottom right, it is the right score. And it is overtime. And we're waiting on the OT winner as we have a save. Right off that one-timer shot from the point. Yeah, so the Rangers did kill off that penalty. Back even. And I'll do it in that second period for the Islanders. So they'll head to the third period. 1-goal lead against Washington, who has dominated this season, man. I mean, you look at the standings. I actually should pull that up, man. But while we wait for that, let me bring up the OT game here still. I know guys are interested here, want to see what's going to happen here in this one. As we approach the close to that midway point of overtime. Game 1, Rangers, Toronto. And you know what? We expected a big battle like this between these two, man. I did. You know, regular season, these guys battled it out as well. You know, New York got some impressive wins in that regular season. I know it's playoffs. It's different here. But right now, this is a series that looks like it's going to go probably 6 or 7, man. So each game counts in a series like this. You know, every game could be a difference maker. Go Leafs, go. Ducky, last time you said that, man, bad things happen. And I blame you, the curse. I blame Ducky, man. Bring out the curse here in that Toronto game. But if they win, it doesn't matter. 1 goal will win it here in overtime. Remember, on the left, it is the third period. And it is the Islanders with the 1-goal lead. Thank everybody tuning in. This is the CHL broadcast here of the playoffs of the inaugural season number 1. And I'm here all night. Remember, bringing you guys to playoff coverage here for both games 1 and 2. And later on tonight, I got 6HL coverage here as well. Opening week here. 6v6 all night long here. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm here all 3 nights here this week. Under 2 to go in overtime. Face off here. Won by the Rangers. Puck's still there. And New York able to get it out. out of danger, out of the zone. It looks like the top games may be waiting till that 9:15 start, because they're still in the dressing room on there. Some teams, I guess they play the back-to-back, but they have technically till that 9:15 for game 2. And the Rangers take a penalty here in overtime. That Zap going in the box for tripping. He'll be out for 2, so another power play chance here for the Maple Leafs. They have 2 power play goals in this game. Can they get a third one? If they will, they'll get the W as well for the overtime. But a big one going on right now is on the bottom left in the third. The Islanders looking to try to hold off the Washington Capitals here in game 1, as they lead 3-2. And remember, no real time here in that final minute for Washington. They got to get that goal. Oh man, we may have to go to overtime number 2 on the bottom right. Under 30 seconds to go. Under a minute on that man advantage for the Maple Leafs. There's a shot on net. Put away. And a good clear by the Rangers. Down to the Toronto zone. 14 seconds remaining here in overtime. These guys are still in overtime. And the Wild and Kings already ready to gear up game number 2. I remember Kings taking game 1 7-4. But it was a great one, though, man. It was a back and forth in a game that the Wild tied that game up 3 times, 3 separate occasions. But then late in that third period, the Kings just broke out, man. 3 consecutive goals to win it 7-4. And Washington ties it up here with 3:14 remaining. 3-3. We have one overtime game here already, man. Are we going to have another one? And that's beautiful with the goal. Shout out there to Servants Never Die. 2332. What's up, buddy? How you? Medusa. Shout out to Medusa in the chat there as well. I mean, I'm excited. I'm loving it's the CHL playoffs here. And exciting. I mean, to start round number 1, start game number 1 of round 1. We already have a double overtime game on the bottom right after the Rangers rallied back down 2 in that third period. Right now trying to kill off this penalty that we may go to overtime in the bottom left. 30 seconds remaining. Remember, it is the third period. That one did have a disconnect. This call you see? Alright, see? I'll remember that. There's just a lot of letters. You know, without the capital letters, it's hard, man. You guys make it hard on me over here. And my vision ain't the best either. I don't know how, you know, watching all these games and stuff, I mean, it gets you tired, I'll say the least. And the Washington Capitals, that psycho clutch goal with 3 seconds to go. Man, what a dagger. Freak Psycho, the game winner. 4-3 in a game that the Islanders led most of this game. You know, there was that disconnect as well, but they came back. They got the lead back. But then here in the third period, the Washington Capitals scoring both, and they're gonna take it 4-3. So that is the final. Wow. Good start for the Wild here in Game 2. They trail the series 1-0. But they have the early 1-0 lead here over the Kings. Yeah, you know what? I did not do the broadcast last night. The thing is, I do adult hockey, generally Mondays and Tuesdays. There's some nights I will have off. So I'm mainly on here Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights, at least 3 days a week. But you'll see me, like the next week, actually, Monday, I will be, because I think it's some kind of holiday. I will be here next week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But I know there were great games that I heard about it on the Discord there as well. We will have coverage here for you guys tonight on that. That's 10 p.m. here. I'm here all night long. You know, start the night off here with the playoffs for the CHL. And we got overtime number 2 on that bottom right still going on. Midway point, still waiting on a winner between the Rangers and Toronto. Here in round 1. Power play chance here for the Kings, who trail 1-0 at the 12-minute mark of the first period. And anybody just tuning in on here, Dallas Stars took down St. Louis in game 1. 2-1 was the final as they get set for game 2 of this best of 7. Remember, scheduled for 2 here tonight. Games 1 and 2 tomorrow night, 3 and 4. Same time, same channel, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time for game 3. You know what? There was some discussion. We do have... we're selecting 3 stars, I believe, each night. I'll have a graphic for that for the nights that I'm not on here. And I may grab some highlights as well. I'll see if time allowed, man. If I have time, you know, possibly I'll grab some highlights or do some reels on those. And speaking about highlights, reels, that man right there for the Kings. Player name on the ice, AG, who had a hat trick in game number 1. Ties it up here against the Wild. Ronald on the assist, playing on the secondary, who's bringing us the stream here tonight. 1-1. So Toronto had a bunch of power play chances to try to close this thing out. I mean, they had a chance to close it out in that third period by just killing the time off. They were not successful. Not able to convert on the power plays. It's now the New York Rangers on the man advantage. Can they close it out here against Toronto? In double overtime, 3 minutes remaining. There will be a winner. We'll be here all night. There will be a winner in that one. And just a series update there on that Islanders game. Had the lead 3-2 in that third period, but 2 back-to-back goals. Psycho with a late 3 seconds remaining in the game, in the period there, to win it 4-3 for Washington. But all these games to start off here tonight have been competitive, and also here, game 2 as well. We're scoreless on the top left. Dallas, until that goal right there by Fabulous. Shot from the point, I believe it was tipped in front. So the Blues up 1-0, but remember, game 1, the Blues also led 1-0, but then ended up losing 2-1. We'll see how game 2 goes here for this best of 7. Once again, you're watching Community Hockey here. CHL inaugural season number 1. It's the playoffs. It's round 1. It's night 1 here. And I will be bringing coverage here all night, every moment of every game here of this best of 7 series. Late in the first on the top right, coming up to the final minute of play in the first. 1-1 game. And game 1 was back and forth. You know, the Wild tied that game up, like I mentioned, 3 separate times. They never took the lead, though. They never took the lead. They did take the lead here in Game 2 to start the game off. We got 3.6 seconds remaining there as we have a face-off in the Wild zone. And that's going to conclude period number 1. All even 1-1. Still in overtime on the bottom right. Double overtime. We may go to triple overtime unless somebody scores here in the next 40 seconds. There's a good shot, but a better save. And a freeze with 33.6 seconds to go. Over in the top left, Blues able to kill off a penalty, but they take another one right back. So another power play chance here for the Dallas Stars. Unable to convert on their first one. Get another chance here. Try to tie this up, and right off the face-off, they do. That Skin with the shot and the goal. It's a power play goal, and we're all tied 1-1. I mean, it came off right off the face, so you guys check the replay there. Brought to you by Skin. Tremendous work, tremendous job done on the ice. So once again, the Blues, it's like deja vu from Game 1. They let the early lead slip away. 9:40 to go in the first period. Islanders and Washington about to kick off game number 2. Washington leads the series 1-0. 4-3 was the final, game 1. And look at the shots here, man. These goaltenders facing a lot of shots. 27-21. Time attack pretty even. About 8 minutes for both teams. Face-offs as well. 25-24. 3-3 game. I mean, does it get any closer than that? And for the Rangers here, I mean, look at all those penalties taken. 2 big power play goals by Toronto. Maybe if that didn't happen, maybe there wouldn't have been an overtime. Nobody wants to lose. If you're heading to overtime number 3, just to lose, that's gonna be hard to take. I know it's only 1 game, but it's almost like 2 games here. Fans are getting extra hockey. And the Blues respond. That's fabulous again. That's his second. Curtis on the assist. He's got both of the Blues goals. And St. Louis back on top, 2-1. Under 8 to go in the first. We're still even in that Minnesota game, 1-1. Here in the second period. So we approach the 15-minute mark. I want to thank everybody here coming out here tonight. We got a packed house here as always. You guys know where it's at, man. CHL here, Community Hockey League, bringing you the action. Playoff coverage here going on. And once again, I'm here all night. Once this concludes, we've got more action coming up. 10 p.m. Eastern here. 6HL season number 9 opening week here. And it looks like a delay penalty. Will this be it? Power play chance here once again for New York. In triple overtime against Toronto. They got to get tired soon, right? One of them. Speaking about penalties, we got a penalty on the top right as well. That's Guapo, who had a tremendous game 1 for the Kings. We'll go in the box here. See if the Wild could retake the lead. 11-minute mark of the second. And once again, I should have these on the screen here. I'll do it tomorrow. But Dallas leads 1-0 in that series top left. Kings up 1-0 over the Wild. Washington 1-0. And over here, we're still waiting. This is still game 1. It's overtime 3. Yeah, you could have left. You could have went to the bathroom, had a break, get your drink, get your food. This Toronto game's still going on here. It's still game 1. It's overtime 3. I've seen some overtime 3s, but man, for playoffs, for game 1, I mean, and remember, these two teams got to play 7 games, possibly. It's like 2-1 here. Ducky can't believe it. I can't believe it. And the Islanders take the early lead here in game 2. Snips us off. I don't know how you pronounce that. And a breakaway chance here for the Isles. Forehand, backhand. And snips us off again. That's his second. He's got both of the goals. Great pass by Bure on that leading pass that leads to a breakaway. And just like that, the Islanders take a 2-0 lead over Washington. And remember, game 1, they led most of that game, maybe like 80% until towards that end, where Washington got that clutch goal to win it. But here in game 2, right now, so far, all Isles, 11:20 mark here of the first period. Still a lot of hockey remaining in that one. And we finally got the OT winner here in overtime. Number 3, 6:33 mark. Looks like that was Greco for Toronto. So despite the rally, despite the comeback by the New York Rangers, it is Toronto who ends up with the win here, 4-3. Velder is excited in the chat. Velder, did you play in that one for Toronto? Were you back there? Now, Bordowski's stream did go down. I don't know if he's done for the night. If he is, let me see if I got a alternative stream there for game 2. Great waste of popcorn. Oh, man. You could check the replay. We'll have the replay here, man. Shout out to Kill Shots in the chat there. And the Kings, with that goal, that's I believe that was Guapo. We had tremendous game 1. Kings back on top here, 2-1. We'll lead the series, 1-0. Looking to try to make this 2-0 here tonight. Blues looking to tie it up there in the top left. Remember, they trailed the series 1-0. But lead here in game 2, 2-1, as we have an icing call. And the Washington Capitals breaking the shutout. That's Olaf. Psycho on the assist. Cutting the deficit down. 2-1. Yeah, the Leafs ended up winning that in overtime 3 with about 6:30 to go. Player name on the ice was Greco. Don't have the exact gamer tag. Ended up getting the OT winner. 4-3 was the final. And Terrier is streaming now for Toronto. Do I have Terrier? Let me take a look. Yes, I do. Okay. All right, thank you. Thanks for the heads up on that. I'll get Bardowski's stream off. Man's probably tired anyway, man. Oh, we got a goal in that Wild game. It was 3-1. Kings. Now it's a 3-2 game, 2:30 to go. That's Tanaka. He's got both of the goals actually there for the Wild. And I'm just adding in the Toronto game back on here. So good start for the Islanders here in Game 2. They lead 2-1. 2 goals on 4 shots. But Washington did get a late goal there in that period, breaking the shutout 2-1. And there's Toronto. Okay, so we're good for Game 2 there as well. That was Bullseye. Okay. I thought I recognized the name. Well, yeah, neither team wanted to lose that. I mean, it was back and forth game that the Rangers rallied back in that third period. A lot of power play chances for both teams in both of the overtimes until overtime 3, where it finally ends. And the Dallas Stars looks like they're going to tie this game up. Is that Skin? I believe so. Coming right off that face-off. Great steal. 2-0. And the Blues cannot be giving up goals like that, man. What a steal. 1-1 with the goaltender. Actually 2-0. But they get a goal right back. Stepbro responds. Curtis on the assist. And the Blues will go back on top 3-2. Over there on the top right, period 3 underway. Kings on the power play to start the period off, and they lead it 3-2. They also lead the series 1-0. They took game 1, 7-4 was the final. Oh, great pass. And the Washington Capitals respond back to tie this game up. That cycle. What a play. Behind the back pass there by Olaf. Beautiful breeze on the secondary assist. And Freak Cycle has tied this game up. Remember, a game that the Islanders led 2-0 early on. All tied up. Who has impressed me the most right now? I mean, Dallas for one. They actually lead the series there, and only down a goal here in Game 2. But I mean, I expected a close one there in the Rangers Toronto, so no surprise there. You know, Minnesota's battling though against the Kings. That's another good one over there. I mean, so far all 4 games, all 4 series here have been very competitive. There hasn't been a blowout or anything on here. And for the Islanders, I mean, you know, they've had the lead twice now in both the games. But towards the later half of the games, it seems Washington gets things going, and as they do again there, that's 3 consecutive goals. We'll have a timeout call there. 3-2 now for Washington. Yeah, that's Skin. Skin's always got those graphics out there, man. The replays. He also brings in the intros. The man does a lot there. Not only on the ice, but on the stream aspect as well. We got to get him on here, man. He's got to do some graphic overlays here for myself. Rangers and Leafs about to kick off Game 2. Remember, Game 1, triple overtime to decide the outcome there, 4-3 for the Maple Leafs. We'll see what happens here, Game 2. Right now, the Kings still holding that 1-goal lead, 3-2 over Minnesota. 11.5 to go in the third period. In all 3 games there, all 1-goal games so far. Anybody's game at this point. I mean, the Blues are out shooting Dallas. Time attack, big time in favor with St. Louis. But somehow this Dallas team just keeps the game, stays in there. Remember, they took game 1 2-1. They were getting outshot in that one as well. Yeah, make sure you guys hit that guy a follow, man. Twitch.tv skin_x_4. Yeah, he's been providing streams here all season long as well. So we got 2 games there on the top in the 3rd period and late. 1-goal games. And the Washington Capitals are on fire now. That's all off. Breeze on the assist. Psycho on the secondary. And that's going to be 4 now. 4 consecutive goals in a game that the Capitals were trailing 2-0. Now are up 2 goals over the Islanders. Looking to try to take a 2-0 series lead. Game 2 underway in the bottom right. New York, Toronto. And the night here, we're just scheduled for 2 here tonight, but we've seen a lot of action here in that Toronto Rangers game. And once again, coming up after this, we got Week 1, opening week of Season 9 there for 6HL coming up. And I'm here all week as advertised, as promoted there, to bring you guys the coverage for every single game of every night here for the playoffs. Yeah, what's great about Skins thing, especially when I'm doing the multi-stream like that, I miss a goal there. You get the instant replay right back there to see it. And back even. So which team surprised me the most? You got to say the Dallas Stars. I mean, they lead the series, and they're all tied here in the 3rd period against a very hot St. Louis team. Time winding down for the Wild. Still trail by 1. I got under 30 seconds to go. Big face-off coming up here in the King zone. It's won by Minnesota. Shot on net. Save. I mean, blocked in front. Kings with it. Have the puck and the lead. Here in the offensive zone. Yeah, I just saw another goal there in that Washington game. That's Psycho again. I believe that's his 3rd. Now it's 5-2. And this is the Washington Capitals that we've seen all season long. Islanders did bring a scare, though, I must say, man. In Game 1 and then here to start Game 2. But Washington has now turned to the Washington that we've seen all season. And the Kings, looks like, are able to wrap things up there against Minnesota 3-2. And you got to look at the power plays. You know, a lot of penalties taken there by the Wild. 5 penalties in that game, and 2 of them, you know, coming off the power play goals there for the Kings. You know, you take those away, it'll be a much different game, possibly a Minnesota win. And we got a late goal here for St. Louis. Step Bro. I don't know if that's Noto, man. He always changes game player name. Possibly. And they led off the turnover, then led to 2-on-1 the other way. Got that extra pass. What a beauty. Fabulous on the assist. Another bag of popcorn to go. Might as well. I mean, it's 0-0 there in the first. And a power play opportunity for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 20 seconds. Under 4 remaining in the period. And just as Washington on the bottom left came alive, so have the Blues here in the third. Player named Fabulous on the ice. Not sure who that is. Kuzi on the assist, though. And that's a hat trick for him. 2-goal lead here with 6:30 to go. And just tuning in on that Kings series. Kings lead 2-0 in the series against the Wild. They took game 1 7-4. Game 2 3-2 was the final. And right here on the left side of your screen. So you know what? Let me switch that up. Well, Washington 5-2 here in the third period. I mean, the Islanders going to need a miracle comeback here. It's been all Washington after, you know, that explosive start by the Islanders. Once the Capitals got things going, Islanders have not found an answer. Scoreless at the end of the first between Toronto and New York. Game 1 had to be settled in triple overtime. Toronto leads that series to 1-0. And it looks like there won't be a miracle comeback here in the top left as the Blues with a power play goal to give them their biggest lead of the night here, which ends up being a breakaway. 6-3, under 5 to go. That's a hat trick. I don't have a gamer tag on him. He's using the Joe NHL default player name. So he's got a hat trick as well here tonight. A lot of great performance here. I know they still keep track of the stars for tonight. We'll have those posted there in the Discord. I may also have a graphic for those created. So right now, unless something crazy happens here, the Blues should be able to tie this series up with the Dallas Stars. Washington, midway point here of the third period, they got a 4-goal lead over the Islanders, and looks like there's more penalty trouble coming up. Period 2 underway between New York and Toronto. What do you guys think there in the chat, man? Who's going to score first here? Will it be the Rangers? Will it be Toronto? So what a night. I mean, for just the first night here of round number 1 of the CHL. Games 1 and 2 here tonight. Tomorrow, 3 and 4. And then we have to. Friday we'll have games 5, 6, and 7. You know, the Dallas and St. Louis will definitely have a night 3. 33 seconds remains there where the Blues lead it by 3. And right now it's been a battle all night long here between these teams. And Toronto And that's the man of the hour. That's Bullseye again. Gets the opening goal here. Kuch on the assist. Piker on the secondary for Toronto. He had that big triple overtime winner. And he gets Toronto on the board here first. 1-0. Late goal by Skin on the top left for Dallas, but it's not going to matter at this point. That one's about done. 6-4 with 9 seconds to go. And Washington 6 minutes away of taking a 2-0 lead here in his best of 7 against the Isles. But they had to fight for these, man. Remember, game 1 came down towards that end until 3 seconds remaining to get the W. But here in game 2, Washington has turned it up. Remember, a team that in the regular season didn't even lose much games. I mean, losses came hard to come by. And then here in the playoffs, no different for the Capitals. And 6-4 is the final. That's 2 down, 2 to go. Let me put the Toronto game over there on that top. Angelic Lama, that's the guy. Okay, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points there for St. Louis. That was the gamer tag. Okay. Oh, Nono was out there. Okay. And the Rangers tie it up here in game 2 as well. Tonight, player name for New York with the goal. And we're even again. 4:09 remaining here in the second. Kearns on the assist. Zap on the secondary. Islanders getting late goals here. That's Bure. They still trail this one by 3 with only 1:45 remaining. So just like the Kings, Washington looking to take the 2-0 series lead here in round 1, heading into tomorrow. As we're in the final minute of play, and as soon as this one concludes, I will bring the Rangers one into the bigger screen. $17 seconds remaining here. 6-3 for Washington. Well, Isles make it respectable here. 6-4. That's Bong, unassisted. And once again, you're watching CHL here, playoffs, season number 1, round 1, best of 7. And that's going to be a wrap there for Washington. There's the horn. 6-4 is the final, which leaves us here to our final last game. And as soon as I pull it up here, that's Piker. To 2-1 Toronto. So back on top. I remember Toronto leads this series here 1-0. They could get another win here. They'll go up 2-0 over the Rangers. But it has been a battle nonetheless. So if the Rangers got anything here to rally back, remember they did rally back in game 1. They were down 2 actually in game number 1 to force overtime, actually force triple overtime. And as soon as this one concludes, coming up here, we do have the opening week for 6HL here coming up at the 10 p.m. time slot. I'll be grabbing streams, and I know we got a whole bunch of good games lined up last night. Opening night was tremendous. So I'm grabbing those here as well. And the Rangers now tie it up 2-2. Back even here. 13-minute mark. We had triple overtime. Are we going to go to overtime again here between these two? Under 13 minutes remaining. Rangers getting all the lucky bounces. Hey, I mean, you know, it happens. Just got to find a way to respond right back. Toronto has responded. Can he do it again? Big hit delivered behind the net. And that puck trails out of the zone. The Leafs looking to bring it in. But it's picked up by the Rangers. Trying to get the shot off. Unable to. Cooch over to Piker. And it looks like he's going to get tripped up, and a penalty here with under 9 minutes remaining. That's Zap, who gets called for the tripping. So Toronto will be looking to try to regain the lead here, although they're 0-for-3 on the power play here in Game 2. They had success, some success in Game 1. Twice. In that 4-3 win. But now it's going to be a 2-man advantage. So 2 back-to-back penalties taken by the Rangers. Now it's a 5-on-3 for 147. Great opportunity here for the Maple Leafs to regain the lead. But even though 2-man short-handed here for the Rangers, still looking to try to get some shots on that. They got to get back. Behind the net here. In front, shot is blocked. And the Rangers doing a great job there clearing that away. 30 seconds remains on the 5-on-3. Looking to send it around the boards, but the Leafs keep it in. Big hit delivered. And they clear it out of the zone. Get one of their men back on the ice. And get the other man back on the ice. So back even, 5-on-5. Despite the 2 penalties taken. No goals. We're still tied. Under 6 to go. And once again, I will be pulling up the other streams here as this one still concludes. I'll wait till the finish of this one. I mean, it's been tremendous, but I am getting the 10 p.m. Games here loaded up shortly. .37 seconds to go here in the third period. Man, this one has overtime written all over it. Skin Man, thanks. Appreciate it. Shot on that. Kiprusoff with the save and the freeze. 23.8 seconds to go. We'll have a face-off here coming up in the Toronto zone. Still tied, still even. Rangers want to tie this series up. Zap with it on the boards. Still with it. Looking to bring it in, but that one's poked away. Regains it. Loose puck. The Rangers got it, and that's going to be a hit from behind there. Looks like a delayed penalty. Loose puck rebound. And there's the touch with 4.5 seconds to go. It's going to be a tripping call against Toronto. Prokop will go in the box. I thought he hit him from behind there, but it looks like he tripped him up. Tie up. And there's the horn. We are going to overtime again. Both these teams played 6 periods in game 1. Now they're going to play another one here. That's like 10 periods. As we go to overtime again. But the pressure's on New York, I think, at this point. Because a loss here will give the Leafs a 2-0 series lead. And once again, we have some good games coming up here at 10. We got in the 6HL, we got the Rangers against Toronto, Washington against Tampa, Nashville goes up against Colorado, and Carolina against the Coyotes. I'm going to try to get in those games here momentarily. Alright, looks like I got the Carolina one. That one's pretty interesting. You got Silent Soldier, who's on the Coyotes now. Playing his former squad. I do want to see that Nashville game against Colorado as well. Here we go. OT, baby. We've been here before. Remember, Rangers will start overtime on the power play because of that late penalty. I'll still have this old-time game going here. So we got Zap. Looks like puts the OT winner in. For the Rangers. 40-20 minute mark. And what a win here. That's going to tie the series up 1-1. In the series, 3 overtimes in game 1. 1 overtime here. Zap, the OT winner. You know, he took that penalty, but once he got back on that ice, takes the win here. 3-2 is the final, and it'll be tied 1-1 heading into tomorrow night. Once again, so on here for after night number 1, Washington's up 2-0 against the Islanders. Leafs and Rangers tied 1-1. Blues and Dallas as well tied 1-1 over there. And the Kings up 2-0. I'll see you guys tomorrow for games 3 and 4. But right now, we've got 6v6. We got 6 HL here. Action coming up. Looks like I got the Washington stream. Okay. That's against the Tampa Bay. I do have the Coyotes one here as well against Carolina. So keep that. Who else we got here? I'm trying to get New York against Toronto and Nashville against Colorado. I think this one's... That should be Colorado on stream 3. Where is it? That one should be the Nashville one, I was told. So I'm looking for New York against Toronto. Anybody ever stream on the Rangers against Toronto? If not, I may sub that one out. So I know there's a Edmonton stream. There's a... It's actually, is that 2 Washington streams? No, that's 1. Yeah, there's an Edmonton stream there. If I can't get the Toronto game. All right, Colorado's about to kick off. So that one's good. Coyotes. Okay, I have another one is the Devils. If we can't get that, either the Devils game or the Edmonton game will be loaded up. For that 4th slot. But if anybody has the stream on the Rangers Toronto, let me in. That's the one I wanted to get on here. Once again, opening week here, 6HL. Last night was tremendous. I apologize, I could not make it. And most of my Mondays and Tuesdays are like that. Just go to real life hockey. I do miss those nights. Since the Nashville's one already being kicked off, the only one so far. Let me get that one on the big screen here going. Once again, I do miss those nights usually. But next week, I'm here Monday. I'll be here Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Generally, Wednesdays through Fridays, I'm good. The other nights, depends. But I'm here definitely, you know, at least three nights a week. All right. And once again, I'm looking for if anybody has Toronto, New York. Let me check the Discord real quick on that one. Because if not, we'll go with the Blues and Devils is the alternative one. Oh, actually, I think I have it. I believe Gaines is streaming that. All right, great. So, I'll have the 4 I wanted. Yes. Awesome. And that's Gaines with the stream on that. All right, so let me load that up. I apologize here if there's any freeze here. That was just me switching this up here. Scoreless one here to start off, but a power play chance for Colorado against the Nashville Predators. A lot of talk about both of these teams here heading into season number 9. And we get to see him here early. Night 2 here of opening week. And how crazy is that, man? How awesome. 40 seconds remains here on the man advantage for Colorado. Looking to try to break this deadlock. And Washington and Tampa Bay should be kicking off here shortly. That's another good one I'm looking forward to. They're already there, ready to go. So first 5 minutes here of this one here, scoreless, 0-0. Colorado had some opportunities. Good job by Nashville killing off the penalty. So we're back even. Here comes Colorado. What a shot on net and a save. Still with it. Behind the net. And the Predators do a good job getting that puck out of that zone. Deep pass. Connects. Shot. Oh, just got the save and a freeze. He almost snuck that one through, man. What a play. What an opportunity. Save and a freeze. It looks like the other games are loading up on here. I'm going to get this back into the quad here. Get Calgary. Who's Calgary playing tonight? I want to mention something on here as well. Generally, I'll get like all these games here loaded. We had 6, sometimes 7, or even 8 games at once. But with this season, there's 32 teams, so that means there's 16 games going on, which is crazy. I've never been a part of a league with that much teams, that much talent, that much games. As we see Gilby scoring the goal there for Nashville. So after they kill off the penalty, they get on the board here to take an early 1-0 lead. But with 32 teams, 16 games going at 10 and then 10:45, I can't do them all. So what we're doing here, we're trying to get the top 4 games of each night on there. And then I'll broadcast these, and then tomorrow night as well. So as long as you win, you're winning. Your team's doing good. You're going to be more. The more wins you get, the more chances you have on here. We want to feature the games that people want to see, you know, for that reason. But if there's time admitted on here, or let's say some of these games end early, I may sub a game in and out, or if we see a blowout happening, that could happen as well. Just shoot me the link there for that Calgary stream, and I'll try to sub that in. Or if one of these games does not start up or has so many connections issues. Here on the top right, Washington against Tampa. This should be a tremendous one here. Washington on the power play. Got a face off here in the offensive zone. 0-0. And on the bottom side of your screen, that'll be the Rangers tonight. Take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. And the Coyotes on the top left is against Carolina. 2 other tremendous series here in this quad series of the night here for Wednesday night to start the night off. It should be a tremendous night. I mean, you look at these matches. You look at just last night how things went. There were some great competitive hockey, and I wish I was able to do those for opening night. I heard about it on the Discord. I checked some of these streams out there as well. But tonight looks no different here. Right now, Nashville still leads 1-0. It's approaching the 4-minute mark here of the first period. Still at a deadlock in the top right with 21 seconds remaining on the man advantage for the Capitals. Tampa wins the faceoff and is able to clear out of the zone. And the penalty does expire, so we're back even. Leafs and Rangers, looks like they're ready to go to start. Game 1 here. Start the night off here, 10 p.m. Eastern. And Season 9, fellas, I mean, how exciting is this? I mean, who would have thought? Season 9. that the 6HL would have 32 damn teams. As we see Cheeks with the goal for Colorado has tied it up. Under 2 to go in the first. 1-1. But they'll take a penalty shortly after. Man, this is going to be a sweat fest over there, man, in that game. You know it is. In that party on both sides. Both teams, like I said, a lot of people have talked about a lot here after the draft. Very impressed by both teams on their draft selections here this season. Big impact players on both ends, so expecting a big slobber knocker here between these two. Tampa does a good job killing off the penalty there. We're still even, 0-0. 6:47 to go in the first. Looks like that Coyotes game, I think they're still waiting on one more, I believe, for the Coyotes. And that one's going to be against Carolina. Hopefully that one does go underway. Lions FTW, man, that's a name I haven't seen here in a while. What's up, brother? How you? How you been? Rooting for the Leafs. They're going up against a veteran squad there. OMG Gaines, man. He's been around. He's been here in the Sixers Hockey League. Had a pretty solid draft as well. Right now, 0-0, but that one just on their way. Harry, man, what's up? Long time no see as well. How you doing, brother? You know what? The other thing, man, I was messing around with a couple of stuff. I decided to change some of the graphics around. I'm still working on a couple of things here, so I apologize for that. I'll get a lot of things. I wanted to give a new look, new things. You know, guys sent me some ideas as well. You know, put the cams in there. So you're gonna see a lot of that here tonight. You know, changing things up here a bit. You know, we got 32 teams competing. I gotta step my game up here as well. You like the layout? Okay, good. And I have, like I said, I have some a close-up focus cam. Should one of these go into overtime, or if we want to zoom in on that, I'll have that here as well. Final seconds over there on the top right, still at a deadlock, 0-0 between Washington and Tampa Bay. And it looks like that's how it's going to end after the first, as the horn sounds. 0-0. Over here in the bottom left, we're tied as well, 1-1 as period 2 underway between Nashville and Colorado. Nashville had the early lead in that game. Colorado responded, and that's where we stand. And right now, still waiting on that Coyotes one, Carolina. If that one does not take place, someone's... I have other streams here I'll sub in. I know somebody mentioned about Calgary. Just checking to see. I forget who they play here tonight. And speaking about deadlocks, we got a 0-0 game on the bottom right as well. Midway point of the first period between the Rangers and Toronto. And I like these type of games, man. I like these, you know, defensive battles, man. These, you know, Yeah, shootouts are fun too, man. Watching the goals and stuff, but I like defensive. I like goalie step up, man. We got these tight games, and right now, so far, all three going on here are competitive, are tight, all tied, all even. It looks like the Coyotes one should be underway here shortly. Awesome, that's good to see. And I wanted to see that because that one's interesting, man. You know, you got a guy like Silent Soldier who's actually bringing us the stream there for the Coyotes, who's been part of that Carolina team last couple of seasons, right? I mean, the seasons I've been here. Now he's on a different look, and this is a different Coyotes team as well, man. So, might be some bad blood over there, man, going on between those two. But right now, it looks like they're having some issues, I think, in that dressing room. So hopefully they could get that thing figured out. As Washington takes the lead here to begin period number 2. That was quick. Right off the start in the second, I missed it. I apologize. They take a 1-0 lead. They break the deadlock. Final seconds in the first period here of the Rangers game. Right now, Toronto with the puck in the offensive zone here. Looking to try to get a shot, but it's poked away by New York. So that one will end scoreless at the end of the first as well, 0-0. And here on the bottom left, Nashville and Colorado, what a battle. 1-1. Final seconds of the second. Puck loose there behind the net. But the period will come to an end. And big third period coming up between Nashville and Colorado. Possibly the featured series here of the night. And once again, we're going with the 4 streamer on here. Just so I could also, it also allows me to be more in depth on these games of what's going on. Because we could do 8, we could do 9, you know. But we want to get more, you know. Eventually, you know, your team's going to be on here. I mean, we're going to get, I'm here tonight, tomorrow, and Friday night, 3 nights in a row. You know, you do good. Obviously, you're going to get more coverage on here, the better teams, and be better. That's what you got to do. Be better to be broadcast here on the show. Gutierrez 21, thank you. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. And that's why I'm on here, man. You guys have been great. All the guys that have been following me here. When I started the channel, when I started doing the multi-streams on here, a lot of you guys been here since like day 1, man. And I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the support. That's why I'm on here. That's why I do these, you know what I mean? I cover 6v6 hockey here for the Xbox. And here the 6HL season number 9, man. 32 teams. It's going to be intense. I mean, it's the biggest season here yet. You know, you talk about season-wise, you talk about how it's going to get when it gets to the postseason. It's not going to be easy. It's not just like a cakewalk, like, you know, oh, you're going to make it there regardless. No, you gotta be good to make it to the postseason this time, you know what I mean? So, and that's a good thing because it's going to bring up some good playoff action when we get there. But we've got a long ways to go as it's opening week. It's only night number 2 here. I'm here talking about the playoffs. And man, that Arizona, for some reason, they just can't get things going. I don't know if they gotta, if it's a club thing, if it's a thing they gotta hop out of there or not. And that's unfortunate because I did want to see that. But let me take a look here. I'm checking the Discord as well as the Twitch to see what else we have here. And I'll bring you guys. I know Boston's taking on San Jose tonight. Right now, San Jose leads 4-2. 11:20 to go in that second period. Minnesota's in action here tonight. I do have a stream there. They take on Columbus. That's a 4-3 game right now. With under a minute to go in the second. So you know what? Let me bring that one in. Until this Colorado, if that should, I mean this Carolina one, man. If that one does stir up, I'll bring it in. But I'm gonna bring in a alternative one here. But man, right now, I mean, you look at all 3 games going on right now. I mean, 1-1 game there in the third, 9 minutes remaining. Nashville and Colorado. Still scoreless here, 0-0. Toronto, New York. Midway point of the second period. And over there on the top right, period 2 comes to an end. 1-0. And right now, I'm going to bring in the Minnesota one until I hear anything back here from this Coyotes one. So that's a tight one going on right now. That's a 4-3 game in the third period. And Colorado takes the lead here. That's Mashal, who's actually also bringing us the stream here. 93. And he's wearing the 93 jersey. 2-1. Under 6 to go for Colorado. Remember, Nashville had the opening goal of this game. Colorado takes the first lead here. Late in the third, in a game that's very defensive. That may end up being the game winner unless Nashville here could rally back. And once again, I brought in the Minnesota game in the top left. There's 4-3 in the third. As the Coyotes one is still in that dressing room. So I want to give you guys at least the 4 here. And it's crazy. I mean, everything on here, I mean, you're starting off season, new season, and this is what you want to see, you know, competitive hockey here. Despite, you know, we have 32 teams here, and we're still getting competitive hockey. I mean, that's great. Great to see. Final minute here, bottom left, Nashville, Colorado. Can the Avalanche hold off the Predators here in the final seconds? Colorado with the puck and the lead in the offensive zone. It's taken away by Nashville. But right back to Colorado. Great snatch as he's hit against the boards. 33 seconds remaining now. Avalanche still with the puck, shot on net, save. 24 seconds remaining. Colorado. Great poke. Oh, and the goaltender comes out to play it. 13 seconds remaining. The Predators trying to set up here in the offensive zone. They won't. 5 seconds. And we have an offside call. I mean, Avalanche looking real great there. Not even giving Nashville a chance there to try to set up in that offensive zone. As soon as they came into that offensive zone, bam, right back to Colorado. Right out of that zone. And that's going to do it. The Avalanche take game 1 here against the Nashville Predators. 2-1 is the final. Minnesota extends their lead on the top left there. 5-3. Under 9 to go. New York and Toronto. Nothing has changed there. 0-0. Shots the same. Scores the same. And for Colorado, that was a Mashal with the game winner in that 2-1 win for the Avalanche. We've got another tight one here on the top right. between Washington and Tampa. I believe Williams had the other goal there for Colorado. He did. Gilby the only goal for Nashville. Man, Jeffy facing a lot of shots there. 17 saves, despite the losing effort there for Nashville, the goaltender there. So 2-1's the final. 8:01 remaining here in Washington against Tampa Bay. Another close one, another defensive battle game. Can Washington hold off the Lightning? Remember last season, these two teams had that big playoff semifinals matchup here. They meet up here just night number 2. You know, it's different squads, different teams now here this season, but, you know, both teams I thought drafted very well. Go Leafs, go. Right now, still waiting on a goal there in that Toronto game. Who's going to get on the board first? And I wouldn't be surprised whoever does get on the board ends up being the game winner in a game like that. It looks like Minnesota top left should be able to hold this off. 28 seconds remaining. They got a 2-goal lead over Columbus. And once again, unfortunately, I did not get anything there on that Coyotes game. I had to take that one off. It's still in that dressing room. So there's definitely issues going on over there. I'll pull up some other... I have other streams here if needed. Before we... since that Colorado one is done. For now. I know the Kings are in action here tonight. I forget, I believe they play Edmonton, is it? As the Minnesota one does come to an end. Flyers with the game winner for the Wild. Big saves, yeah, absolutely. By both sides, both goaltenders so far here in New York against Toronto. 0-0 as we approach the 8-minute mark of the third. Washington's 2 minutes and 24 seconds away of getting 2 points here, getting the win over Tampa Bay and possibly shutout. Yes, I said the S word for the Capitals. And in that win for Minnesota, Flyers actually had 4 goals in that game. 4 of the 5 goals scored by Minnesota, not only the game winner. Final minute. Can Washington hold off Tampa? Tampa Bay in the zone here, looking for a shot. Loose puck. A battle for it. Washington comes out with it. 2-on-1 the other way. Unable to get the shot off. 35 seconds. The Lightning looking to try to break this shutout and tie this game up. But a big hit delivered. Another rush on the other way. And that's going to lead to a penalty with 19 seconds remaining. Tampa Bay down a goal and down a man now. With only 14 seconds remaining. And more penalties. Now it's just getting ugly here. So Washington should be able to hold this off with 9 seconds remaining. 2-man advantage on the ice. And That's going to be the dagger. Dunks. Dynasty on the assists. Two nothing. So a good start here for Washington here for tonight. As they take this one 2-0 shutout win for the Capitals as well. I mean, they didn't face much shots. Only 6 shots put on net there by the Lightning. But it's a shutout win nonetheless. And over here on the bottom right, let me get this one on the big screen here for now. Final seconds here of the third period. 0-0. No score here in this one. But we have a late penalty against Iverson. Taking a charging call here. With, I believe, about 18 seconds remaining. So, Toronto. Big face-off. But it's won by the Rangers. And they're able to get out of the zone. Great clear. 10 seconds. Here comes Toronto. And that one's poked away. And there's the horn. We are going to go to overtime here in this one. Chasing Buds in that there for Toronto. That explains why this one's scoreless. He had a tremendous season last season. And one thing we're guaranteed here in this game, one of the goalies is coming out with a shutout win. We've already saw one in the Washington. 2-0 over Tampa. That was a shutout win. Shots, low there, 8-7. Look at the hits, man. It's definitely been a physical game out there. Toronto controlling most of the time possession. But with no score. And I believe, the one I was waiting on here, where is it? Was that Washington game? I think finally, the Carolina game, I think finally might be kicking off. And how quickly, just as we were waiting for a goal all these periods, it takes only 14 seconds in overtime for the Toronto Maple Leafs to come out here on the win. The only goal, that's the game winner. I remember it was a power play goal because that penalty from that late third period penalty, which ends up costing the New York Rangers let me see if there's any other games still going on, because it looks like we are waiting for the 10:45. So I got some time on here. I just want to thank everybody tuning in here on this broadcast here for the 6HL. It's night number 2, opening week here of this action. My name is Mr. Hollywood, bringing you guys the play-by-play call here tonight. And remember, scheduled for 2 games here. And I think Nashville ain't going to be wasting any time. Is that one still? Yeah, Colorado, Nashville. And if you're just tuning in, game 1, going to Colorado, 2-1 was the final. All 3 games here were low-scoring games. With a 1-0 overtime win by Toronto just moments ago over New York. 2-1 final for Colorado. And Washington, 2-0 shutout win over Tampa Bay in game 1. Now that Arizona, I believe that might just be a warm-up game on there. I believe so. So let me blow up this Nashville game. I mean, one of the feature games that we were definitely looking forward to here has not disappointed here. Big win by Colorado. Mashal with the game winner in game 1. And we'll see what happens here for game number 2. And I still have Minnesota Columbus if we need to. I believe 5-3 was the final in that one for Minnesota. Flyers with 4 goals there for that win. And here we go. Game 2 underway. Avalanche. Predators. Shot on that. And great job picking up that loose puck by Nashville right in front of the net. Not allowing any type of rebound chance. Puck sent around the boards. Cheeks with it now. Breaks into the offensive zone. But he loses it. As Nashville takes over. That's Noto. Skates with it in front of a pass across to Potato with the Barry. Noto on the assist. And Nashville, once again, just as game 1, takes the early 1-0 lead. And that was a tremendous play by Noto as well. Put the deep move on there. Drove the defender next to him. Led to a wide open Potato on the other end there. For that early goal. Nashville now with the puck again. But they turn it over. One-timer shot, and that one goes wide. Jeffy will jump on it. We had a tremendous first game. He had 17 saves in that first game. In that 2-1 loss. Gets on it here. We'll have a face-off in the Nashville zone. 11 minutes to go here in the first. Avs winning the draw. That's Cheeks on the shot. And he's going to tie it up. 1-1. We're all even. Mashal on the assist. And Moon, is that Moondocks with the secondary? (1-1). 10:42 mark here of the first period. So that lead did not last long at all. Nashville with the early goal, but Colorado responds. Dom now skates it. Over to Gilby. A great poke to get it out of the zone by the Avalanche. But here comes Nashville. Right back. Shot on that. Save and a freeze with 8:16 to go here in the first. Thank everybody here tuning in on this broadcast here of the Sixes Hockey League 6HL season number 9. Biggest season here yet. 32 teams. All 32 teams competing. As Williams now back skates it, but he's going to lose it. And Avalanche will need to regroup. Back in the offensive zone. Lost it momentarily, but then gets it over to Strife with a... what a blast. Mashal on the assist. Strife on the goal. That shot... Had some freaking, speed on that. It just right past the goaltender. And the Avs now take the lead 2-1. 6:40 to go here in the first. And it's almost like deja vu here for Nashville. You know, game one, same scenario. Get the early lead, but then the Avs come right back. Five-minute mark. And once again, once I have the other games loaded up on here, I will get this back into the quad stream. Three minutes. One goal game here. Pass in front. Well defended by Nashville. That's Potato. Over to Gilby. Another pass across. Unable to get that shot. Moon gets that one poked away. And a short side shot by Potato. He fakes the pass, gets the shot, Dom on the assist. And we're back even. Tied once again, 2-2. Between the Predators and Colorado, 1:11 to go here in the first. And that's Potato's second. He's got both of the Nashville goals. And it's great to see Dom in the league here as well, man. Shout out to him. Long fan, long friend. With that big assist, 50 seconds to go. Yeah, looks like we have an icing call here with 6.7 seconds to go here in the first. 2-2 between Colorado and Nashville. Game one here earlier tonight going to Colorado 2-1. Mashal on the game winner. But here, game number two. Alright, so it looks like we have multiple games here kicking off. So get it back to the quad. Columbus leads 2-1 over Minnesota. 6:30 mark of the first period. Tampa Bay and Washington underway. Game two. Remember, game one, Washington taking that one 2-0 shutout win for the Capitals. And the Leafs against the Rangers on the bottom right. Game one was settled in overtime. Toronto took that 1-0. Power play chance here for Minnesota. Looking to try to get back in this game. 4:40 mark of the first period. And I did sub that one in with the Coyotes one, because it looks like I wasn't getting a game on that Carolina Coyotes. They had some connections issues for that stream. And Strife with another big goal. Moon on the assist. So Colorado retakes the lead here. Start period 2 off. Cheeks on the secondary. 3-2 Avalanche. And Rangers off to a good start here in game 2. That's Spoon with the early goal for New York. As they take a 1-0 lead here in the first 2 minutes of this game. And Washington does the same on the top right. That's Mr. Primetime over there. .744 mark of the first period. Savage on the assist. And Jeffe on the secondary. 1-0 Capitals. But Super Mario will respawn right back for Tampa Bay. And I think Tampa Bay, this is a guy that Tampa Bay needed last season. I think in that postseason, if they did, they've been in different playoffs. Big goal here to tie it up 1-1. 6:30 mark of the first period. Once again, you're watching Sixes Hockey League here. Season number 9, opening week, night number 2. And I'm here for the remainder of the week here tonight, tomorrow, and Friday night. And with the 32 teams competing here this season, we've decided, see how this rolls. Try to pick the best matchups of each night, best series. And we've got great ones here tonight. The games, very competitive, very defensive battles as well, man. Low score games, tremendous saves and defensives. Your D-style type of night here tonight. Over on the top left, Minnesota took game 1, 5-3. But here in game 2, Columbus leads this one 2-1. As we begin period number 2. And New York's now going to go up 2. That's the captain. That's Gaines. Fabulous on the assist. And the Rangers up 2-0. Remember, they had that devastating overtime loss in game 1. And for Washington, prime time, that's AKA Q Flex, if anybody was wondering. He had the opening goal, but Mario tied it up 1-1 at the end of the first. Colorado still leads by 1, 3-2, with 2 minutes remaining here in the second over Nashville. Can they take both here tonight? And for Colorado, that would mean a lot here. Especially against this Nashville team. And Strife strikes again, or strifes again. That's a hat trick for him. He's got all 3, I believe, for Colorado. And that's going to give the Avalanche their biggest lead here of the night. 2-goal lead over the Predators with 1:16 to go here in the second. That is a hat trick. Mashal on the assist. 4-2 Colorado, who already took game 1 earlier tonight. Looking to try to take both. Get the series sweep here tonight. But Strife, as good as he's looking on the ice there with the hat trick, takes a slashing penalty. He'll go in the box. There's only 10 seconds, though, remaining in the period. Face off here in the Colorado zone. Nashville wins it. Shot on that, save. And the Avs do a good job clearing that one out. There's the horn, so penalty will go on to the third period. But not after that man right there. Achilles Strife. 3 goals here for Colorado to put them up 4-2 heading into the third period. Washington retakes the lead as well. We're on the top right to begin period number 2. They lead 2-1 over Tampa. They took game 1 here earlier today, 2-0 shutout. Minnesota ties it up against Columbus, 2-2 here in the second. Once again, I want to thank everybody here tuning in on this broadcast. My name is Mr. Hollywood here. I'm bringing you guys the play-by-play call here all night long. I'll be back tomorrow as well as Friday. All 3 nights here this week. I did miss last night though. I know it was a tremendous night, but I'm back. I will be in this Monday for next week. Due to some type of holiday, I don't know what it is. I know I got the night off, so that's why I'm there. And Bradman takes an interference call for Tampa. They already trail this one by 1. And Washington, you don't want to get Washington started, get Washington going. Nashville and Colorado, period 3 underway. Remember that penalty still there, so power play chance here for Nashville. And there'll be more penalties against Colorado. So now there's 2 guys in the box. 5-on-3. Only for a few seconds. And they score on the 5-on-3 right off the face-off. Chateau Bay? I don't know how you pronounce that, man. But nonetheless, it's a tying goal. It's a power play goal. And they still have the power play. Remember, that was on 5-on-3. Gilby on the assist. 4-3. I'm sorry. Still trail by 1, but still have the man advantage. Can they get another power play goal here to try to tie it up? Minnesota game's tied with final minute play in the second. And Toronto gets on the board, breaking the shutout, cutting the deficit down to 1. That's E. Harry on the assist. Two to 1. Plenty of hockey remaining in that one. 17:04 in the second. But Colorado's trying to prevent any type of comeback happening here in this one. That's Martinique player name. I don't know. I have the exact gamer tag on that. And I apologize here. I didn't come prepared. That was my fault on here. I usually have everything labeled down, but it's also opening week. Moon on the assist on that goal. So Colorado right back on top by 2 once again, with 15 minutes remaining in the third. So Predators had a good, good start here. Start the period out, man. They got that goal that they needed. They had that power play chance to try to tie it up, but unable to convert. And here comes Colorado the other way. 5-3. This is the Sixes Hockey League here. I'm Mr. Hollywood, bringing the multi-screen, multi-action, play-by-play call here for tonight. Penalty taken here for New York. That's a tripping. So Toronto now. Remember, they were down 2-0. Only trail by 1 here. power play chance with about 9 minutes to go in the second period. But time winding down for Nashville as we approach the 9-minute mark of the third period. They need one here quick. Gotti Mac, what's up, brother? How you over there, man? Long time no see. Let's go Vegas. Well, what's happening over there in Vegas, man? Are they doing good here? I didn't check the score on there. I know there's a whole bunch of games. Unfortunately, I can't cover them all, man. But any score updates here, let me know. I'll definitely announce them here on the stream. And I think the Carolina-Arizona one is actually underway. As soon as I take that stream off, it happens, you know what I mean? But I'll get that one on here as soon as the Colorado comes to an end. Right now, looks like Arizona's up 1-0 in the first period with 7:26 to go. So I will bring that one up here as soon as this Colorado one comes to an end. As Gaines with the goal here for the Rangers. Fabulous on the assist. Under 6 to go in the second. And the Rangers, once again, back up by 2. And that's Gaines' second goal here. He's got 2 of the 3 goals there for New York. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Time winding down for Nashville here. Down 2 with as we approach the 4-minute mark of the third period. Remember, Colorado won game 1 2-1. And they have a 2-goal lead here in game 2 as well. And Meat with the big power play goal for Minnesota on the top left. To tie it up 3-3 in the third. So we got a lot of close games here going on right now in the third period. Washington still leads 2-1 over Tampa. And that's a huge goal for the Avalanche. That might be it right there. 6-3 now with 2:03 remaining. That's Cheeks. That's his second. Mashal on the assist. Let's give a score update there. Shout out there in the chat. 3-2 for Vegas over Vancouver in the second period. Spoon scoring here for New York again. And they're looking good here. Remember, they lost game 1 in that overtime battle. 1-0 in that game. But here, Spoon, that's his second goal. And that puts New York up 4-1 now. As we have the final seconds here in this one. So I'm gonna let me get that Coyotes game here. And the only reason I didn't get this, like I said, there were some issues in that first game as far as them starting up. But it looks like maybe they only played game 2. Yeah, because this one's done. 17 seconds remaining there, 6-3. Let me switch that one up. Thank Mashal there providing the stream, man, for both of the games here tonight. Make sure you guys hit him or follow Mashal, M-A-S-H-L-E 93 on Twitch.tv. And I do have the, like I said, the Coyotes game back on here against Carolina. Coyotes lead at 1-0 as we begin period number 2. Still tied over there in Minnesota, 3-3 with 3 minutes remaining in the third. A lot of threes. And Washington, this is what I was talking about. You know, once Washington gets going, man, it gets ugly, and it has been right now 4-1 with that goal for the Capitals. A team that went to the finals last season, and they're looking good here to start off season number 9. And Colorado, that one is a final in that one. It just came to an end. No further goals. Big game there by Strife. Archeli Strife had a tremendous game for Colorado. Big reason why they won. It looks like Silent Soldier here with a big power play goal for the Coyotes. And that's the guy I was talking about. You generally on the Carolina squad this season. He's on Arizona. Yeah, Achilles had 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points. Mashal had 5 assists, 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points for him. And shout out to Williams as well, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points in that Colorado win. It looks like Minnesota and Columbus, 3 seconds here. Looks like this one is, whoa, what a save with 1.1 seconds to go. That one should be going to overtime as King Manolis takes a penalty here late. I don't think they got enough time here to get a shot off. No, they won't. There's the buzzer. So we're going to overtime there for Columbus and Minnesota. That penalty will begin overtime. So Minnesota will go on the power play. And over on the right side, both Washington and New York with a 3-goal lead, 4-1. And let me see if there's any other streams. Anybody streaming that Vegas game there, Gotti? If there is, I'll put it up here, man. Toronto getting a power play goal. They're going to need more than that on here to try to get back in this game. But you got to start somewhere. 4-2. Still got time. I mean, there's still 11 minutes remaining. And Columbus with the OT winner. I don't know if that was Spring or... So Columbus, you know, they kill off that penalty on there. I mean, they get the shorthanded goal, which is crazy. And I believe it was Springer that got the OT winner there for Columbus, 4-3. So Minnesota took game 1, but game 2 here going to Columbus. So that one comes to an end. I know there's a whole bunch of streams going on right now. Let me see if there's anything good. Six one now, Washington. Man, they just tore it up there late in that third period over Tampa. So they'll take both here tonight. Carolina gets on the board, breaking the shutout. 2-1, 5:15 remaining in the second. You know what? I did see the Edmonton game. All right, I'll toss that in here. Wow, St. Louis I think is up 9-3 over New Jersey right now. 42 seconds remaining. Let me get the I'll get the Golden Knights here. That one's it's a 4-4 game. Yeah, let me pull that up. Against Vancouver. 4 minutes remaining there in the third period. Vancouver on the power play for about a minute here. All tied. The Washington game comes to an end. So let me see what we have here. 6 seconds remaining here in the Rangers game. So that one's about done too. I'm just trying to see if there's any other ones left here. Closing moments before we shut things down here. There's the, I think I got the Edmonton game. That's the 3-0 now in the second. The defending champs, but remember it's a revision though, man. It's a whole different squad here, but still getting it done over Pittsburgh 3-0. And 4-2 is the final for New York over Toronto. 2 goals, 2 assists there for Gates. He had a point on each of the Rangers' goals. So they split that series here tonight. But they gained 3 points. You know, they had the OT loss in game 1. Look at that, out shooting Toronto 20-10. Fortunate, so it was only 4-2. Let me see. So Coyotes will lead 3-1. I believe that one's heading into the third period, if I saw that correctly. Yeah, you can't win them all, right? But nonetheless, they split it. 3 points there for New York tonight. 2 for Toronto. And Pittsburgh gets on the board here on the bottom right, breaking the shutout. That's Borker with the goal for Pittsburgh, making it a 3-1 game. 3-1 over there on the top right as well. Arizona. And we're in overtime here between the Vegas Knights and Vancouver. Vancouver on the power play. Absolutely. Good hockey's always going on, man. I mean, a lot of the games already ended here, but I'm grabbing some of these late streams here because there's a whole bunch of them. If anybody sees one that's a good one, let me know. I'll toss it on here. I think there was a Chicago-Calgary one. I'm trying to see what the score's on that. I think they had a disconnect though, so I don't know what the score is there. I'm not going to pull that up. And we have a OT winner here for the Vegas Knights here in overtime. 5-4 over Vancouver, and it's Habsy with the overtime winner for Vegas. All right, so let me get some of these off. Like we're down to our final 3 or final 2. And Habsy not only had the OT winner, 4 goals in that game. 4 of the 5 Vegas goals. You know what he is? I did see that stream. I know they had a restart, I believe, or something. They were killing the time. I'll pull it up here. Do you know what the actual score is in that? You sure you're the attendee? Is it that brutal or just? No, I'm kidding. All right, I'll toss that one on here. Let me swap that with the Vegas one because Vegas is done. I don't think even that one has a scoreboard on the bottom. So I know there's a goal though by Chicago. Okay, so that ties it up. So okay, so we're tied up on the top left. The other games are 3-1. Arizona over Carolina 3-1, and Edmonton still leads 3-1 over Pittsburgh. And the Blackhawks just tied it up. (3-3) is the actual score there in that Chicago game. Thanks for the update. Appreciate it. That's what I love about this. I'm able to just swap games in and out, man. Awesome. Just when you thought the night was over, here we go. We're still going. We're still rocking here, man. On the multi-stream here. Sixes Hockey League. Just remember, it's 32 teams here. You're not looking like 8 teams or 10 teams on here. No, 32 teams. 16 games going. 2 games a night here. Monday through Friday. I mean, how much more hockey you want than that? Oh, we have a goal here, but looks like it's being waved off. Shot from the point. Looks like there was contact. There definitely was contact with the goaltender back there. Good call by Stripes. They gotta wave this one off. They do. Thank everybody here tuning in here. I'll thank everybody that's been here with me since the start of tonight, man. It's been a long night here. We've had some great hockey though, long action hockey here, and love it, man. Love it. That's what we do to the show. 6v6 hockey for the Xbox, man. That's where it's at. NHL 22, baby. Okay, Edmonton, 3 goals on 8 shots over there against Pittsburgh. Only 2:34 time on attack. And they lead it. Despite the penalties, despite, the 9-minute penalty minutes, the only 8 shots and only like 2 minutes time on attack, they got a 2-goal lead. That's all that matters, right? Get the score, get the wins. Good night of sleep. Nah, I'm not going to sleep. You know what? I work from home. I might just stay up, stay through. So if you guys message me anytime during the day, see I don't respond. That's probably why. As Carolina now makes it a 1-goal game there, 3-2. Late in the third. They still need 1 though. 2.5 to go. And that one, like I said, that one had some delay starts on there. I remember game 1, I think there was difficulty in starting it up. But we've had good ones. We had the overtime thrillers, man. That Toronto, New York Rangers was a great series. And that Nashville, Colorado was tremendous. And I know a lot of guys wanted to see that one. I got messaged on that earlier tonight. They're like, Mr. Hollywood, make sure you get this series on there. I was like, you damn well I'm getting that series on here. As Mango scores the power play goal here for Calgary. I don't think there was any other goals. I don't think I'm missing anything. It should be 4-3. Calgary. There's no scoreboard on that one. They want to make it difficult on me here. Oh, great chance there. Loose puck. Calgary doing a good job keeping this puck in here. I don't know how much time still remains. Or what period are we in? I think we're in the third. I know we're in the third on the top right. 40 seconds remaining. Power play chance here for Carolina. Can they force overtime? Trying to tie this game up. Against Arizona. Behind the net here. Taking over. Breakaway chance. 1-on-1. There's the move. Save. With 11 seconds to go. What a tremendous clutch save here. Late in the third period. And the Arizona Coyotes take this one. 3-2 is the final over the Carolina Hurricanes, which leaves us down to our final 2 here. And in that win, who was that? Maston, I believe. Oh no, Matatan, El Matatan.